Doctor.
Welcome back. The specimens you brought are impeccable. I've taken some initial samples, and I will soon be ready to run preliminary tests.
I think I've earned a reward.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree with you. Here, I can spare a few of these. One last thing before you go. I believe Captain Peterson was looking for you.
Recovering all those materials for Dr. Kane. Heard the facility was crawling with locals and mutants.
Excuse me, officer.
Lieutenant, it's good you're here. Got orders for you. A few hours ago, General Ward headed to the mainland with a platoon of troops. Seems they're trying to get access to the old supply depot close to the radio facility we went to a while back. He wanted me to send you over as soon as you returned. You better rendezvous with him and the squad, ASAP.
Where do I start?
Just head towards the radio facility, through that same tunnel we used. You should find the general and his squad in that area. Can't use vertibirds to get there, I'm afraid. We've still only got one, and we don't know if the supply depot has any active defenses.
Oh, great. This just gets better and better.
Good luck, and watch your back out there.
Whatever the Institute is planning with their synths, can't be good.
Lieutenant, we could use your help. We're here to secure the state's army depot, but it looks like a paramilitary force arrived before us. I don't know who they are or how they got access, but the facility is rightfully ours. We're about to launch an attack, and you're joining us.
Who are these people?
We don't know. This is our first encounter with them. One of the troops is keeping an eye on them at the checkpoint. They seem better equipped than the usual wasteland denizens, but we still outgun them. Significantly.
What's the plan?
First, we assault the nearby checkpoint. We'll then make our way through the tunnel to the depot. We'll then dispatch any hostiles we encounter, clear a path towards Regimental HQ. We'll plan our next move there.
What is this place?
We're going to be securing the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Army Depot. It served as a central supply depot for most Army installations in the region, as well as housing a moderate garrison to operate the SATCOM array. It's been locked down since the bombs dropped. I'm sure you appreciate the strategic value of this installation. I found an access keycard on the oil rig. Unfortunately, it looks like the others have found keycards too.
I'm ready.
The squad's with you, Lieutenant. Assault the checkpoint and await further orders.
See anything? We're okay.
Can I help you at all?
Tell me more about this vault.
Our vault has been going for over 200 years. It's still going healthy and strong.
I don't need anything.
You're welcome back anytime.
This terminal uses a biometric lock. Just a moment. Done. Let's move out and secure the facility. Trees, grass, look at that. Our immediate priority is to clear out the HQ building. Let's move out. Let's move out.
What the? Who the hell are you? I'm out.
She slipped away. That looked just like her, but how? I don't understand.
Sir,
She looks and sounds like her, but it can't possibly be her.
what was all that about?
Look, that's my daughter. Or at least she damn well looks like her. Except it isn't her. I couldn't save her, you see. She wasn't military. She wasn't assigned to any vaults. God knows I tried.
What if she's a synth?
Synths. I read about them in Colonel Whitehill's notes. Could they really be so lifelike? Surely not. Look, we need to get back to the task at hand. You and the squad need to neutralize the remaining hostiles. Move out.
Ma'am.
Hello, Lieutenant. Good work killing the remaining mercs. I'll take care of establishing the perimeter. The General was right. Securing this depot was a masterstroke. Defensible? Full of supplies? Speaking of which, I'm not entirely sure where General Ward has gone.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
I've never heard of the Fury Company before. Probably some new mercenary outfit, if I had to guess.
Is everything okay?
He told me about Vanessa. I don't know what's going on, but this has the Institute's fingerprints all over it as far as I'm concerned. We can speculate later. I want you to track down the General. He didn't take many troops with him, and he may need backup. He took the Vertibird. As I said, I don't know where, but you should be able to track it with this transponder. The frequency's 98.78. I recommend starting from the Vertibird facility. Should be able to amplify transponder frequencies. Good luck.
Hey.
What do you need?
Hey, Hancock.
To think I ever doubted you.
Oh, yeah? What kind of doubts?
Are you kidding me? You look like you'd fallen out of the vault that day. I thought I'd see you picking your teeth out of the gutter by sunup. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened to Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they called neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
You and McDonough knew each other as kids?
Oh yeah. Guy's my brother. Grew up together in a little shack on the waterfront. Guy was the standard big brother. Entitled, punchy, liked to shove rotten potatoes down my shirt and slap my back. But I never thought he'd be capable of something like what they did to those ghouls.
Why did McDonough campaign against the ghouls?
Because he thought he could win. There'd always been a pretty clear divide between the folks living in the stands and those down on the field. I'm not convinced they didn't do it just to improve their view. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't recognize him?
I don't know. Just didn't seem like the guy I grew up with. When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth, thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk. But at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him. Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were. Who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Oh, I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock. It's been a hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road, with plenty of ammo. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
Hey,